What is up, YouTube? Welcome back. Of course, my name is Rodney, and we got another nice live stream for you guys tonight about what the topic is easy come, easy go. And it's about why you must date like this. Very, very important to have a non attached mentality when dating and getting to know people. And I say easy come, easy go because you just got to go with the flow, right? And what I mean by that is, inherently, you want to make sure that you're not trying to lock anybody down to a commitment too fast and you're not scared to walk away, right? So you don't want to lock anybody down to a commitment too fast and you're not scared to walk away. Now, that's important because we talk about not forcing things and not trying to lock anybody down to a commitment too soon. And what a lot of people don't really understand, the flip side of that is that you should be able to walk away when someone A, disrespects you, or two, isn't a good candidate. Scenario one, right? Disrespect. Maybe you meet someone out for the first time on a date, they're late, they're disinterested, they're giving you one word answers, just a terrible date. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to wrap it up, head for the door. That's why you always do low risk dates, first dates, and that's, are you free to get together for drinks? So at the very, like, the worst, you're only going to spend maybe $20 on a couple of drinks, right? So very low risk. But yeah, and locking down to people to a commitment, right? Sometimes when things get maybe a little more serious or you start seeing each other a little more, um, guys are quick to try to lock down women down to a commitment, and women too, right? But you see this more so with guys, because they have a scarcity mindset. They really like the person and they don't want them to leave or date other people, right? So they try to lock them down to the commitment first, so they know that no one else is gonna take them from them, or they won't go anywhere else, right? So you have to have a come and go mentality, right? Easy come, easy go. And a take it or leave it mentality, right? You can take it or you can leave it, right? And that's the best way to come from. You want to be present in the moment, right? Being present in the moment is super important. What's up, DJ? We got MBK, we got Mr. Plankton in the chat. Being present. Stop focusing on the outcome. Stop focusing on where we're going to be at in 2 weeks. If you're going to know this person a week from now, what your house together is going to look like, what your kids are going to look like. Like some people get that far ahead on the first date because they're so infatuated with that person, right? You got to stay in the present moment, live a little bit, stop being so serious, right? Be present. Look for red flags. That's important. You got to look for red flags. There are things that we do not like in significant others. And people literally tell you, like, hey, I'm crazy, or my friends did this, or me and my friends did that. Like, people will literally tell on themselves, right? And you have to be able to see the red flags, notice the red flags, and just leave, right? A lot of people don't do that because they're booty blind, right? Maybe the woman's hot, Look, I'm not saying you can't have a good time, but when you're looking for good candidates to possibly, you know, you have a future with, you want to look for those red flags, right? I'm not saying you can't have fun with people who have issues and shit, right? Daddy issues and those sorts of things. That's fine. But long-term things, probably not a good idea, right? You should probably keep that as a friends with benefits type of deal. And don't be scared to date more than one person. A lot of people have these weird ass structured fucking rules where they think that dating is like a relationship. Like, oh, are you seeing anybody else? They always ask that. People, it's like, first of all, it's none of your business because they're not your girlfriend or wife. That's none of your business. And two, you shouldn't be scared to date more than one person. Why? Not scared, but people are just like, they don't want to do it. Like, oh no, I'm just focused on this. Why do that? What if you don't like that person? It's always good to date multiple people. And what happens with that is that you automatically have some sort of abundance mentality. Like, it's okay to have a take it or leave it kind of attitude. It's okay to fake it. But if you don't feel that deep down, it's going to be hard for you to really put off that kind of energy, right? If you're going out with somebody and say they're disrespecting you or something like that, and it's kind of awkward on the date, and if that's the only person maybe you've been on a date with for a couple of weeks, or you've been focusing just on this person, well, then it's going to be hard for you to take your things and just leave, right? Whereas if you have an abundance mentality, you'd be like, well, I don't need this fucking chick. Literally, I have someone I'm seeing right now who's happy to see me. So why do I need to waste my time on this date? Goodbye. You know? And when you come from a place like that, you give off a different vibe anyways. So don't be scared to date more than one person. Everyone jumps into dating's like serious. Like, oh, I'm just dating one person right now. Like, I don't believe in dating multiple people. It's like, why? Why not better your chances, right? Why not shotgun approach it instead of just singly focused on one person? I think that's ridiculous. Um, and best believe she's probably dating more than one person. So, what's up, Bree? Congratulations with your job. Turn up, turn up, turn up. What happened was me realizing there isn't scarcity of people alike, especially if you're normal. Yeah, literally. Literally. People have this weird scarcity mindset. And I understand like the scarcity mindset where that comes from. It makes sense. A lot of people, especially guys, like, okay, people like the whole fuckboy thing, the whole player kind of thing, like dating multiple women. It's fun. But a lot of guys just don't want that. They just want to find one quality person. That's all they want. Right. That's the truth. A lot of guys just want one quality person. They don't want to fucking sleep around. A lot of guys don't want that. They just want to get one quality person. But a lot of people end up settling because they think that, well, I can't get anybody else. Or they end up staying in a relationship they're not very happy with. Fucking, well, I'm stuck with this person and I don't want to go at it alone. It's going to be too hard. I don't want to be alone. Maybe you let yourself get out of shape. Maybe you let go of all the things that made you awesome or a catch, and you just feel like navigating the dating world as a single man is just too scary. Um, but just understand that I think there is no one. I don't think there is the one. I don't think that's real. That's just my opinion, though. I don't think that's real. I think that there's many different people out there that could check a lot of your boxes. I mean, or can do things better for you. It's just like the grass is always greener. It's a crazy thing with people, right? It's like, well, we don't really value what we have when we have it for a long time. But I don't think that there is a one. I just think that some people are a little bit, you know some are better for you in some areas and some are better for you in other areas. Austin says, yeah, I had no desire to date a lot of chicks. I always spent too much money and then would be broke. Yeah, well, see, that goes back to the low risk dates, right? Especially first dates. You don't want to be spending more than just 20 bucks on drinks. If the date's going well, like I said, as a man, you got to plan the logistics. And although women won't sleep with most women won't sleep on the guys with on the first date, right? It's usually the second or third date, but you can create multiple dates in one night, right? If the date's going well, once you meet out for drinks, like you're having a good time, you're vibing, she's asking you a lot of questions, she's happy to be there, you guys had a good chemistry. Hey, I know a place down the street, let's go play some pool. Great. And then you have multiple dates in one night, and then you end up saying, hey, would you like to go back to my place for some drinks? And then maybe you guys have sex. But if you're one of the guys who likes to do dinner dates on the first date, well, then you're going to be spending a lot of money. And I don't like dinner dates on the first date because sometimes you just meet out with someone who's just terrible. What's up, Papa? How you doing, bro? You know? Um, so but yeah, some guys just want one really good chick. That's all they want, right? But you got to be selective. You got to circulate long enough where you find someone who checks all your boxes. Sometimes that shit comes quick. Sometimes it takes a while, right? You got to circulate long enough. Don't be so impatient when dating. Like literally, if you meet someone and she has the fattest ass and she's just hot, the cutest person, but she has some crazy ass fucking daddy issues, that's probably going to be a big deal down the road. And the crazy thing is that when the infatuation wears off, that little problem is much bigger, right? Having high expectations like that will get you nowhere in any form of life. Being grateful is the only way to become better. Yes, exactly. It's okay to want more, right? Um, and get what you want, but you also have to understand, like, realistically, what can you get? If you don't have anything going for you, like, are you gonna, or you're not at a place where you're happy with yourself as a man. Well, then how can you really attract the highest quality person you could get if you're not at that place yet? So you have to think about that too, right? What's up, Ron? How you doing? What's up, Uncle Broski? How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome. Um, so when you're dating, easy come, easy go. Take it or leave it mentality, right? Take it or leave it mentality, an abundance mindset. Don't act like this is the last fucking piece of ass on the earth. You don't have to settle for people who have low interest with you, who meet you out for drinks because you were the last fucking thing they had going for them that night. Be present, right? Be present on the date. Stop thinking about fucking a year from now, a month from now. Be present. Enjoy the time you have, right? You can't get time back. Be present with that person. Look for red flags. Don't get booty blind. Stop staring at her titties, right? I know she has a huge rack, and she's saying, I'm fucking crazy. I've cheated on all my ex-boyfriends, like not that extreme, obviously. And you're staring at her titties like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Like you gotta pay attention to those things. People telling themselves all the time. So look for red flags and don't be and understand that. Look, at red flags are not terrible if you're just gonna, wham bam, thank you, man, or be friends with benefits. That's fine. But if you're looking for a potential girlfriend or someone that you that is a candidate down the road, you want to look for red flags all along the way. And people can hide who they are for a long time. Don't be scared to date more than one person. Stop being these people with these dumb fucking, I only date one person at a time. I mean, okay, if that maybe you're busy, that's fine. I get that. But don't be afraid to have multiple people on your schedule to date, because I think that's you're selling yourself short, right? Because best believe she's dating more than one person. Have a good one, Bree. Enjoy your night. Take a shot for me, tequila. Yes, and if they say that I can bring a friend or does it without telling you, leave. But yes, and if they say, can I bring a friend, or you never, ever, 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 ever do dates with friends, ever. Never. A friend is a cock block. If they're taking a friend on a date with you, they have no interest in you, at least not romantically. You never do dates with friends. You do dates in the evening, one on one. Friends, hanging out with friends is literally like a boyfriend and girlfriend type stuff, or maybe like deep into dating, like maybe like a big social event or something like that where you're just seeing each other, but never, definitely not for the first month or so. You don't do those sort of things. So there's some rules you don't break with dating. One, you don't do breakfast or lunch dates. Friends do dates like that. You don't fucking meet out for coffee on her lunch break. Absolutely not. You do dates in the evening. Um, to get drinks. If she doesn't drink, well, fucking, she can drink a soda water while you have a drink. You know what I mean? If you don't drink, well, maybe you can have a soda water, but meet out in the evening, because romance happens in the evening, right? The night goes on. I said, if the date's going well, you invite her back to the pad, do your thing from there. But always, you never break those rules. No dates with friends, no movie dates, no How the fuck are you gonna? I hate when guys take women they don't know to the movies. How the fuck are you gonna get to know somebody in a movie? You take them to a place where you can talk. Like, people literally go to concerts for their first dates. That's so stupid. That's the worst date idea ever. What's up, Uncle? Yes, sir. What's up, Richard? How you doing? Yeah, cock block. Yeah. Does this human love advice work for MOKD? I don't know what that is. The fuck is soda water? It's soda water. It's like a carbonated water. It's like a big European thing, but throw some. I don't know. People don't drink sometimes. Some people don't drink. What's weird, that a lot of people just don't drink. I'm kind of seeing that. Not a lot, but more of a percentage than I thought. They just don't drink. Like, I'm not a big drinker. I don't really drink at home when I'm by myself. I'll drink when I go out occasionally, maybe once a week. Not even that, really. What's up, Racket Club? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. But those are the rules you don't want to break, right? You don't want to break those rules. Um, you know, you got to have an easy come, easy go kind of attitude when you date. So many guys are so quick to lock people down. Dude, get the fuck out of my chat with fucking cryptocurrency shilling. I will block the shit out of you. If you shill a cryptocurrency in this chat, you're fucking out of here. This is not for cryptocurrency. Goodbye. So disrespectful. This look like my crypto journey. It's not. Wrong YouTube channel. Get the fuck. We're sitting here talking about something else. I hate that shit. Like, that doesn't even make me want to buy your cryptocurrency on my crypto channel. Get the fuck out of here. I got fucking little red hairs all over me. Okay. Um, you know, The big thing is trying not to lock anybody down to a commitment. You have to love in such a way that the person you love feels free, right? And that applies to any point. Shout out to Corey Wayne. Shout out to you know, Thich Nhat Hanh, right? You gotta love in such a way that the person you love feels free. You just have to you have to come from that point of view, right? You have to give them unlimited freedom, right? Doesn't mean they're gonna go ahead and go around and fuck the neighborhood. Look, if you're not in a committed relationship, fine, you know, but what's up, Mr. Plankton? Yeah, journey from being a simp. Um, you have to let them come and go as they please. When you try to like lock people down to commitment and start, making them want something like to be like your girlfriend, like it just scares people away and it turns them off, right? A relationship should always be her idea, always. And you can think about it in your head, but it's okay, Mr. Plankton. I'll block some people. If you want to be a mod, I got you, bro. Crypto date, maybe. I mean, that'd be great if you met somebody out and they knew about crypto. Buddy, this girl was into me and she saw me holding Saitama and she said bye-bye. Yeah. Question. On the first date, do you have a conversation about dating other people or just not talk about it unless it somehow comes up? I wouldn't bring it up, but she might ask you, "Hey, are you dating other people?" I'd say, "Yeah." If she asks about like particular questions, like, so yeah, I'm just, when I have time, I like to go on dates, you know. It's okay, but she asked more intimate details, just say gentlemen don't kiss and tell. I wouldn't ask about it. To me, I think when a guy asks that, it's just like really needy, Are you dating other people? It's to me, it's like super needy and just kind of lame, But sometimes they'll ask, are you dating other people right now? So yeah, I'm in the market, real cool, and try to change the subject real quick. No, but you want to stay away from like politics and religion. I mean, sometimes it'll come up, but you want to stay away from those like serious topics. Like, dude, dating is fucking fun. It's chill. It's supposed to be like an escape from like the real world, um, especially if you're older. It's like, if you're older, like, I mean, you're busy professionals. Like, this is a time to have some fun, get away for a little bit. Depends on your demographic too. If you live in a country, going fishing or having a barbecue with her and her family works too. Me, it depends. Sometimes I meet their parents first, sometimes not. You don't meet parents and stuff like that unless she's your girlfriend. Don't do that shit. Absolutely not. No, you don't do, I wouldn't do that. I mean, that's just kinda awkward, I mean, if it's been a couple of months or maybe a few months, maybe that's fine, but I would wait till it's like, she 'cause look at after you date someone for a while, there's gonna get it, and if you're doing things right, it's gonna get to a point where she's like, "Okay, what are we?" You know? Something along those lines, and then that's your job to be like, "What do you mean? Are you saying you want me all to yourself?" Or something like that, you know? I wouldn't even mention ever being official until she brings it up. Sooner or later, she'll bring it up. Just keep hanging out, having fun. Yeah, but I wouldn't go. I mean, if you live in the country, going fishing is fine in the evening and stuff like that, but I wouldn't hang out with her family and stuff like that. That's just kind of strange right away. It's weird, I suck at starting conversations. Ask her questions about herself. So, are you from here? What do you do for work? How'd you get into that? You did you work through the pandemic? Oh, you're a nurse? Oh, wow, it must have been crazy during the pandemic. Oh, you were still in school, you know? Literally, women who like you will blab their fucking mouths off. Women like to talk, and then sooner or later on the date, she'll ask you those same questions. "What do you do for work?" Answer briefly, real quick, "I do this. I work at, I'm a construction worker. I run a construction site or whatever, and whatnot for whatever company." Yeah. So tell me how you got into nursing. Turn it back on her. My response to those topics is simply no, thank you. Well, I'm not trying to talk politics on the date. I'd if they bring that up, I say, politics and dates don't really mix, just make it funny, just be humorous about it. Just wear a Trump 2024 shirt to the first date, dude. People are really people are really big on like they hate like literally it's in their dating profiles. If you vote for Trump, swipe left. It's like you must be a pleasant person to be around. That shit wouldn't matter anyways if you went on a date with her and she liked you. She wouldn't really care. If you don't look at them in the eyes when you stroking, they don't they don't ask what are we. This motherfucker a pro finesser. Appreciate. Thank you. I got a little cut, bro. Just put a Volt shirt on. Absolutely not. I say, let me hear your politics because I got to know. I say, let me hear your politics because I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at if it gets serious, then yeah, you want to be with someone who shares your same goals and values. But if you're just trying to have a fun time, be present and whatnot, it's okay to briefly mention it. I wouldn't say, hey, what are your politics right now? Like, I think that's looking too far ahead. Anybody who talks about Monke is getting banished. Fuck out of my stream. Yeah, absolutely not. That shit gets fucking brutal, dude. Especially if you're dating some fucking real crazy SJW chick. You know, dude, that shit gets real brutal. Are you fucking serious? You voted for Trump? You know what I mean? All crazy and shit. They're fucking nuts. You know, I'm just trying to get the ass sometimes. That's a bad topic to bring up. You can mention it. Yeah, I voted for, or something. Or I would just brush it off. I don't think politics is a good conversation piece for a first date. But maybe if I like you, I can tell you a little bit more down the road. Like charming in a charming way. You could say something like that. I did a mistake of ignoring the red flag and got married early. I realized that I wasn't happy and needed to end it. Right now, I just want to focus on losing weight and rebuilding my life. Hey, I can relate. I can relate. On any day I get asked my political position, I just say independent to neutralize. That's fine too. Yeah, you said but definitely down the road, you might want to be with someone who. The funny thing is that I've dated many women who have been like real crazy social justice warriors. Like I was in Portland when Trump got elected, and I tend to lead towards more of a conservative values. I'm more of like you could say like a libertarian kind of vibe. Like I just don't like the government in any of my shit. But if I had to pick between the two, I would have picked a little more to the right. And women find that out about me later on, and it doesn't really matter. Really, it matters if they don't know me, right? If we're just getting to know each other and whatnot. But down the road, when they find those things out, they don't care. In fact, if a woman loves you, she doesn't give a fuck. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't. You know. So they don't really care. Women really like see what happens, and a lot of guys like literally. What you don't want to do is become like a spineless pleaser. If you fucking believe a certain thing, stick to your guns. It's way more attractive that you have a spine and you're not a little pleaser. You're not supposed to be so pliable. Well, I don't like that. Okay, well, fuck, I guess maybe I should have voted for this or I should have did this. It's like, no, bitch, that's not how you feel. Like, be a man. She doesn't like you, well, then she can fucking kick rocks. Maybe that's gonna turn her off. Or maybe a motherfucking guy stood up to her for the first time. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly awesome. 100% awesome. Hey, wasn't that email I sent you earlier crazy awesome? Keep it on the low though. That shit was nuts. But shut up, Jay. Just stick to your guns. Doesn't matter what she says. Who cares? I'm telling you, that'll be more of a turn, even if she doesn't like you, right? Even if that's a turn off for her, whatever. If she wants to be a little big ass baby and get salty that she met you on a date, she's mad about some political leanings. Well, then she can fucking kick rocks. She he fucking okay. Well, bye. Maybe when she's driving home, she'll be like, at least she can respect you, right? I want Ron DeSantis in office next. I truly feel he is the closest thing we have a libertarian. Yeah, I like him too. Do know. Feel like exactly. Love relationship is a constant fight and compromise for both sides as much as equity can be for those two. No relationship can withstand time. Of those two, no relationship it can be wait. Love relationship is a constant fight and compromise for both sides as much equally it can be without those two, no relationship. Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to compromise, right? But you still want to be with someone who has your same values and goals. And if you're, I know they say opposites attract, but usually you're more alike than you are different, right? Being into the same things does help, but having the same goals and values does helps too. Yeah, Canada fucking sucks, dude. No, you're good, Ozum. Yeah, but Canada sucks right now. I'm sorry about you guys over there. It sucks. There's a lot of Canadian influencers who are like moving to the United States because the Canadian government's just terrible. You got a little soy boy in office. Be like that though. Um, They say friends make the best relationships. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be in the friend zone first. That's not what that means. That just means that when you're in a relationship, you can hang out with that person because sexuality and and sex is and lust is a small part of a relationship. It really is. So if you can't joke and you don't have the same sense of humor and you can't spend time with each other outside of just fucking or getting shit canned with each other, it's just like, well, what's the point? There's no relationship like that. You don't want to start off as friends first and pretend to be your friend for 5 months and then come out with your feelings later. That's fucking weird. But yeah, you should be into the same things and should be able to joke around. Dude, the same sense of humor is so big. I had a friend who I grew up with, and we were like, we're not politically correct at all. We say some crazy shit, not like we're hateful towards human beings. We just have a dark sense of humor, and he was dating like this crazy social justice warrior chick. Like we couldn't even hang around her without saying certain things. She would get so serious. Like it was insane. It's like what you watch like shows or like news. Like that's SJW. Like fucking live a little bit. Like have a sense of humor. You want to be with someone who shares your same sense of humor and values and stuff like that because you can be yourself around them, right? It takes so much energy to act different. Yeah, Canada sucks. I want to leave. Oh, you're in Canada, Mr. Plankton? Everybody's in Canada. Yeah, some of my favorite influencers are Canadian and they're thinking about leaving. I'm a goofy ass dude and girls get turned off by that. I say fuck them. Well, you don't want to be a complete clown on dates, right? Or have a good one, Richard. You don't want to be a complete clown on dates. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be a fucking like you know what I mean, like a joker. I mean, that's not attractive. But like having a sense of humor is fine. You're not gonna sit there and fucking blow up balloons and turn them into little poodles for her and start juggling and shit like a weirdo. Like over the top. Like that stuff's okay when you're in a relationship, acting weird like that. But acting too goofy, like too quick is kind of a turn off. It is, you know. Cali baby, let's go. I love it here, man. I love it here. I love it here. I got my walk in. I think I need to stay out of the sun for a little bit. I'm getting dark as hell. Yeah, I have a huge sense of humor too. I have a huge sense of humor. Like I think charm and sense of humor like goes hand in hand. It really does. Because life's too serious. Life's so serious, man. You know what I mean? Like just relax sometimes. You don't want to come off as a crazy, goofy ass clown, right? But it's okay to have a sense of humor. Relax a little bit. Um, because we're all kind of weird. We're all kind of weird. But sometimes you meet goofy ass chicks who are just like that, who are just fucking strange like that, right? Very outgoing. Um, they're loud, just over the top personalities, bubbly. I like that. I don't like women who are too reserved. I do like that in a different sense. Like I don't like there's a weird fine line. Like I like a woman who speaks her mind but who's not disrespectful, if that makes any sense. I have zero guy friends and have no rapport with anybody is cringe with women. Wait, and no rapport with anybody is cringe for women. They don't want to be dating some dud. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have a friend group or at least something that you're in, right? Yeah, you gotta be able to be personable too, like, just the way you interact with the waiter, with other people, maybe if you 'cause if you start spending time with each other, you're gonna start interacting with random people when you go to events and things and stuff. Like, just the way you interact with people and the way you lead and the way you ask questions, like, just be a man, be a leader, be decisive, get to it. Don't dither and sit there and act like a little bitch and wait for someone to make decisions for you. Get after it. Some women are weird. Yeah, dude. Like the more you get to know fucking chicks, they're just weird. Have you seen women hang out with each other? It's fucking strange. It's like boys, It's weird. She should be honest, not a bitch. I like that. I like that. Yeah, like I hate when like women drag their husbands in public. Have you seen that shit? You fucking like they just start like degrading him in public. I don't play that shit. If there's any sign of that, hopefully my personality will make it so they cannot talk. They don't even feel the need to talk to me like that. But any of that, I'm fucking gone. I don't play that shit, and you shouldn't play that shit either. And honestly, they don't like that shit. They like someone who stands up to them, and you should stand up to them. But I do know women. I've women who are my family or women in my life who they're like that. They'll degrade their men in public. They treat him like shit, and the man's kind of like a spineless pleaser, and is just kind of like, you know, has to negotiate for sex, and you know what I mean? It's just like, happy wife, happy life, right? Hey, babe, can I go out with the boys? Like I literally knew someone like when I was dating my ex, and one of her good friends like was with this guy who made a lot of money, but like literally the chick was always like they were together, they stood together, they've been together for a while, but every time she's like always talking shit about him. Like he's like needy, he's insecure, he's this, he's that. I mean, I remember we hung out with them for a weekend, and he's like, "Hey, babe, can I go hang out with my friends for like the Eagles game?" And she was like getting all pouty about it. I'm like, and we were playing some game, and she got all butthurt because we won at the game, and she was like all moody all night. Dude, I will not put up with that fucking attitude. Miss me with that fucking attitude. I hate that shit. But some guys put up with that shit, and you know what? I'm telling you, if he would just stand up to her and say, "Hey, I don't like that shit. You're not going to disrespect me in front of my friends. You're not going to talk to me like that. If you just stand up, either she can get with it or she can just go, you know? But some women have strong personalities like that. And I think those women need to date stronger men. But sometimes people pick weak men because they like to be able to control and dictate the relationship and treat them like shit. I'm an easygoing guy. Like I'm chill, but you're not going to disrespect me like that. I'm not going to fucking ask you to hang out with my friends. It's insane. It's insane. It's not about being a tyrant. It's just about demanding respect. And you give her respect too. Are you going to embarrass her in public? No. Are you going to degrade her? No. You know, of course not. But some guys are just spineless pleasers, and it's like to me, it's such a bitch move because this guy's so successful in his personal life. He makes bank, but he's such a bitch when he comes to his girl. I'm like, dude, stop being a fucking little sissy, man. You know. Dating is just hard. Most women in NYC just want money to their bills paid. I mean, you gotta look for those red flags, right, Baron? Your sweater should have been shipped today too, Baron. They were out of the that size or some shit like that, but Teespring's a little weird. But when it comes to those sorts of things, I mean, you got to look for red flags. Some women just want money. You have to see. Sometimes they're like that. Look at she wants money. She thinks she's gonna get money. You ain't paying for sex. I think that's weak. Don't be paying for sex. But if you're having a good time out in the date, and she sees your lifestyle, the way you live and stuff, and she thinks she's gonna get something out of it, she's not. Right. So I think that all women, I know that all women on some level like the fact that a guy is secure, and that is part of that money. Some are hyper focused on money. That's why you have the sugar daddy, sugar babies, and some just want to know that, hey, you can hold it down, because the fact is a lot of women make good money. A lot of professional women make really good money, like 80K, $100,000 a year. That out here, there a bunch of them are nurses and shit. They make good money, so that's not an issue. They just want to know that, one, you make as much as them and you can hold it down if something crazy happens. But some women are hyper focused on money. It's a transactional kind of thing. They will sleep with men they have no interest in, as long as their bills are getting paid and they're taking trips. I don't want to date some city slicker, but I don't want to date some girls milking goats in overalls. Like, if, man, Mr. Plankton, if you move to a bigger city, man, you'd probably be surprised. You know, they're afraid of heartbreak or being lonely. I know, I hate that. Well, guys sell themselves short. It's like, dude, are you fucking like? I know this guy, and it's like he's not a bad looking guy. I mean, he could work out a little more and try to get himself in shape. He's a little older than me, but if you could just try to figure that out. I just think he has a scarcity mindset. It's like every time she vents to like she was venting to my ex and her friends, it was almost like she always wanted to break up with him. Like they were always on the verge of breaking up. And in my head, I'm like, that guy's such a pussy. You know, you bet they haven't fucked in forever. It's just fucking so sad. But it takes two, and sometimes you don't know what you don't know. I like to take her on a date, blow her back out, and leave a 50 in the nightstand before I dip in the AM. A 50, I mean, you ain't getting no 50 piece from me. You could do all that without giving her a 50. Women like sex too, but they're just a little more cautious about who they give it up to, unlike guys. Women get horny too, man. You know, they want to fuck too. They just want to make sure you're not Ted Bundy, right? That's why the whole dating process is really building rapport and getting her comfortable with who you are. Because so many women binge watch those fucking those forensic files shows where it's like every outcome is like someone getting murdered or some shit. And they think you're the next Ted Bundy or Marilyn Manson. Like they don't know who you are. So you have to build rapport, right? All right, FOMO face, have a fantastic workout. Uh he felt the hurt before. He doesn't want to go through it again, is my guess. Yeah, he did get divorced one time. But I didn't get the whole situation. Just about it. Wait, yeah, no, I think he did go through divorce or had like an ex-girlfriend or something like that where it didn't work out. I think he divorced her though. And yeah, have a good night, FOMO face. Thank you so much for hanging out. And now he's with her, and it's like I just wouldn't put up with that shit. I think and you know what? That doesn't turn her on. It doesn't. You know. I know. Hey, babe, can I go hang out with my friends Tuesday? Fucking pussy just dripping. That doesn't work like that. It's just like some guys, man, like they let their wives do outland or girlfriends do outlandish shit. Like literally, some men will allow their women to sleep with other people or have a hall pass because they want to keep her in a relationship, or let her make an OnlyFans account to make money to see other guys playing with their fucking self and shit. Like if you want to do that, fantastic. You know what I mean? Some people are swingers, I get it, but I think that some people are so scared because they can't. They have to put up with that stuff and really can't get anything better. So they deal with shit like that. Mr. Roger simp ass boy talk. I know, bro. Big problems that our generation. Rod, parents had sheltered so much their kids, or most of kids that are now around 30, 40, has no experience on life and lessons that life gives us. Yeah, people are sheltered. I mean, they are sheltered. I wasn't sheltered at all growing up. But my first-hand account of relationships was all fucked up. So this is why I really sought to learn a lot of this stuff in my early 20s, is because my view on relationships was just fucked up and how people interact. Now, most people are fucked up. They are, right? To find a happy whole person is kind of rare. But you should strive to find someone who, at least isn't fucking batshit insane. You know, dating and having fun is different. But if you're looking for something, a good candidate for someone else, you want to make sure maybe their parents had a good relationship and maybe they took the time to do the work on themselves. And even I'm still doing work on myself. A lot of us are, but um, you know, I mean, mistakes get made by everybody, right? No one's perfect. I would date a woman with kids, but I wouldn't be a husband or a boyfriend to a woman with kids. No, but I would date a woman with kids. Some would say I have dated a woman with kids. Yeah, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would like hang out, have fun, and like hook up with a woman who has kids. Yeah, 100%. I just watched a documentary yesterday about children now, and they have no experience living in suburbias. And now it's causing mental health issues too. Yeah, kids are like they're built different now. You know what I mean? They're just I don't know if it's the internet, but they're because I grew up in the MySpace age too. Like in my teens, like MySpace was big, but it wasn't like everything wasn't so accessible as it is now. So I don't know what it is. It's just different, right? And I feel like every older generation thinks like that, right? That every generation before after them is a bunch of pussies, you know? Um, but I don't know what it is about that. It seems a little different though. I see it in my little brothers a little bit, you know? But yeah, I would date a woman with kids, absolutely, yeah. But I wouldn't actually like, have her be my girlfriend. We could casually see each other and whatnot, but I just could not do that. I cannot. Nope. I can't go for that. No, I don't care who she is. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I'd rather not deal with that. Parents sheltering kids, not letting them have independence, causing it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some parents are crazy. I mean, dude, I can't parenting's tough, right? Parenting is tough. I know a little bit about kids, child psychology and whatnot, but it's a fine line between giving them enough freedom where they can be independent, but not too much freedom, because you can't, it's hard, right? It's hard, right? Because you want them to be independent. You want them to be able to have some independence and do things on their own and figure things out by themselves. Because when you shelter them, we know that kids, when you say no to everything, when they finally become able to do it, they do things in excess a lot of the time, right? Awesome says, I have a hard time not sheltering my kids. I'm a helicopter dad for sure. There are times are different. We used to be able to ride a 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee. Now your kids wouldn't come home getting kidnapped. Yes, yeah. I used to walk to school when I was in first grade. But I don't know if that was a good deal, you know? Like, we used to take some shady ass me and my sister used to walk the kids excuse me, walk to school as kids in, like, 1st grade, and she was in kindergarten by ourselves, and we used to walk, like, in a really shady part, like, to get to school, like a little shortcut we used to take, and I'm like, "Dude, what if somebody, like, creeper was just hanging out there, like, all those, months we walked alone because my mom had to work?" I would stay out to, like, sundown when I was, like, in elementary school with my friends on my bikes, and all the kids did that, and we're okay because of it, and I'm more street smart because of it, but, you know, who knows what's right? I've met people whose parents had a good balance, like a good balance. Like they weren't so restrictive. Like they let them go out and have fun, but they made them focus on what's important, which was sports or school, and had like a strict kind of regimen for that. And anything else was kind of extra. If they were taking care of their handling their business with all the academics and sports, then they could go out and have a little bit of a social life. And of course, repercussions were had if they did anything bad. It seems like those kids with the parents who are very structured were better. And then the kids that have parents who are like, nope, you can't do shit, no fun, nothing, no girlfriend, boyfriend. Like when they become adults, like they do everything in excess. Like they go crazy. They drink too much. They party too much. They do too many drugs. The kids are going to be kids. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I'm not a parent. I can't tell you. All we can do is see what goes down. Parenting's hard. It's not easy. It's a constant job. The answer to that is deep rabbit hole. Yeah, don't bother. Tried twice. Didn't work out either way because there's a thing about single moms that were trying to overcompensate, which leaves any man they're with on the sidelines. It's tough because there's always a relationship with the original father, hopefully, sometimes not. And you're never really their dad, you're never really their parent. And you have to see how, it's like, when do you get to tell them like what to do? When do you actually get to be a parent? And does she respect that? Because you can't be with someone who, if you're living together, it's like if you're living together, you're running the house. So her kids listen to you. It doesn't matter who the fucking real dad is. So that's a slippery slope. But just too much for me. Yeah, and I don't feel you could do all that these days. Too many kids getting kidnapped and killed. Like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. That's my problem. Yeah, it's tough. Awesome, it's tough. And, people are having, like back in the day, like, people had, like, fucking 20 kids, you know what I mean? So if 2 of them died off, it's like, "All right, I got fucking 18 more," you know? Not that, that's the idea, right? But, yeah, no, of course, it's not like that now, obviously. But yeah, I mean, you see all these stories of kids getting kidnapped. I mean, it's a small percentage, right? But the chance is not, it's not worth the risk, to some people. So I understand, Awesome. It's like you can read all the books you want on freedom and stuff like that until you have a kid. So I could never relate. I could never relate. But disciplining your child's hard too, like saying no, sticking to your word, being consistent. Because kids fucking test you, dude. They test you. Like they test their limits. It's like a substitute teacher. They see what they can get away with. I don't want to meet someone with kids. It's like buying some free dog at the pound. God damn. We grew up in a different time. I know. Yeah, we were always yeah, dude, I was always in the street as a kid, like, literally doing some insane shit. Like like, not drugs or selling drugs or anything crazy, but we were staying out at night, fucking, just doing crazy shit, like fishing and riding our bikes to the beach and just fucking having fun, living it up, you know? Um, I'd show home I come home, like, at 7 o'clock at night and shit, and my mom's like, "Where you at?" You know, just like I didn't have the best childhood. I mean, to me, it was fun, but, like, if you look at it on paper, it was not good. Bad parenting all around, but I'm scared to have kids in this day and age, yeah. You know what's crazy? That I was in a foster home with some crazy ass strict fucking single church going black mom, and she was such a fucking cunt, but I had the best grades I ever had. I had, like, really good grades. I was in some sports. I was in marching band. I did everything great. I was killing it. And then when my mom got custody of me, like during my junior year of high school, I think it was junior year of high school, shit just fell off. I became a street rat again. I was staying out late, doing what I wanted, eating what I wanted, playing video games late. Like there was no structure in my life. So it's like that tough love that you need to give your kids structure, you know? Even if I could, I wouldn't have for at least 10 years or move somewhere like Switzerland. What do you mean? I would have children if a couple die off. You know, back in the day, they used to have so many children, right? Why doesn't Jennifer Lopez have children? She probably doesn't want them, you know? It's real scary with kids now, for real, for real. I could never imagine what you go through, you know? Especially with all these crazy things happening at school. I can never sometimes I want kids, guys, but sometimes I don't. I'm kinda half and half about it. I'm on the fence about it. I'd be open to it. Like if for example, if I were to knock someone up, I wouldn't be too devastated unless I really didn't like them. But if I was dating someone casually for a long time and they were like my girlfriend or something, and then I knocked them up, I wouldn't be devastated at all. I'd be like, all right, cool, just kind of happened, um, you know. But I could say that I could go my whole life without having kids. So I have a lot of experience like babysitting and I have like 9 siblings. You know, and I was very close with my sister when, my nephew was a fucking, infant and a little toddler, so I have a lot of experience, like, changing diapers and just being around kids and taking care of kids, like, I understand we lads a lot, especially I had so many little brothers, you know, and I think I'd be okay, never having kids, but I'm open to it. But, yeah, I mean, I could never relate, you know? My bro from college just lost his 12-year-old son from a car accident. His mental state is gone. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Was he in the car with the with his son? I appreciate that, Sacco. I think I would be a fucking sick ass dad. Um, but when that time comes, it'll come, right? Pause. I'm sorry about the JR was. I mean, yeah, and you got to you got to protect your children. I mean, like your sole purpose is to keep that thing alive. You got to keep that baby alive. So um, yeah, it's funny with women. Like they don't want kids in their early 20s, but I don't know. These motherfuckers get baby fever, man. I hope you have all girls. I wouldn't mind. I'd have to put up with I'd have to come to the, conclusion that someday some guy's gonna be gorilla fucking my daughter, so unfortunate, but the best thing I can do is teach her how to, look out for, um look out for good dudes, you know? So, but unfortunate, you know? You know how guys are, you know how we are, you know? Like, your daughter's gonna have to date one of those. It makes me weak having a girl? Yeah, I don't have that urge to have kids either. I'd be open to it if the right person comes along, but really no urge. However, do have an urge to achieve greatness. There it is, baby. There it is, baby. All I heard was $1,000 weekend. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. I've actually put out a lot of content on my crypto channel today. I'm happy about that. And I think I'm gonna make some more videos tonight. I want to make another video, or at least craft one and get one ready tonight. Um, that's why nobody wanted a daughter. But oh, you have a daughter, Jayhawk? I didn't know you have a daughter. Damn, someone let you hit that raw. Wow. Anything. Hey guys, anything's possible. If Jayway can fucking hit somebody raw, you guys can too. Part of I'm just fucking with you, Jayway. Obviously, part of keeping them alive is properly preparing uh them for a real world and also how to completely be independent, how to survive. Exactly, exactly. It was only $900, bro. Let's not Saitama my hustle. No, no, I was trying to bump that up. You know, I know how much it was. 500 Saturday, 400 Sunday, but still, I was trying to bump it up a little bit. You know, sometimes those tips come in a little later. You know, I got a 5-year-old daughter. Nice. Okay, I'm dead. Like when you hear about stories of people, like you remember the Cain Velasquez UFC story? You guys hear about that, dude? If anything happened to my kid like that, I do the same thing he did. I did the same thing. I would have beat that guy to a fucking bloody pulp. It's a dangerous time, yes, but I think it was always like this. But we didn't pay any attention. You can lock your kids and shelter them from danger, but it will go out the world. And you exactly. I think it's a fine line, Papa. Yeah, I think the reason why I'm kind of fearless and I'm like super independent and I've always been is because I just always been on my own. But I have met women like in their mid 20s who just like their phone bill still paid by their parents. They're still super sheltered. But some people live their life like that, right? They don't know how to survive like on their own. Mine's three, little booger. Damn, three. Damn. To survive, you need balance, freedom, and protection. Yeah, it's tough. Balance, freedom, and protection. That's true. It's like letting your kid. It's like having like a little like they can orbit around you. They don't have to be close to you, but they're orbiting around you. Like you know, hey, if you ever fall on your ass, I'm here. You know. Um, But I want to let my kids go to parties and stuff like that and go to social events. Absolutely, 100%. If they're taking care of business. If their grades are not on point and you're not doing they're doing an activity. I don't give a fuck what if you're even if you're part of the fucking the cup painting club, you're doing something after fucking school. You're not just gonna go to school. You're gonna do like sports or something. If you're handling that shit, then yeah, absolutely you can go have fun with your friends. 100%. You'll be back at a certain time, but you can go have fun. I agree. Social media now gives the illusion of hyper realistic life, life that isn't sustainable and toxic. Yeah, social media is so toxic. You got to be careful. And what was crazy for me was social media, like even like the mainstream, like Men's Health is so much bullshit. Like they give off this weird vibe, like this weird thing that like they make things so unattainable. Social media is terrible. Right? It's terrible. Social media just poisons a lot of people. It makes people compare their lives to highlights of people's lives. Like literally Instagram or any social media are highlights of people's lives. Their lives are mundane and boring as fuck too sometimes, you know? But a lot of people feel like they're missing out and like, oh man, look at that person having so much fun and I'm here doing this. It's like, dude, you're paying way too much attention to what they're portraying, right? Everyone has problems, right? Everyone has problems. It's sad for me having a lot of friends that I know 90% of their parents are gone. They will get fucked fast because they got experience. They yeah, exactly. Never pay now pay different parents. It's so true. It's so true. I mean, I do have friends whose parents really coddle them, and it's like a flaw. And I've seen that a lot with like a lot of foreign cultures, like Filipinos, Mexicans. Their parents are really like family's super big to them, but there are some family like parents who are just like sometimes your kid needs to fall flat on their face and like experience pain to fix themselves because literally I remember like in my early 20s, like I remember I was in the shower one time and I made good money at the time, but I was just in so much debt and I was like mad. I remember I was like fucking I hit the wall and I was like fucking just upset because I didn't have $40 to pay for this thing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Like you have to experience that pain. And I remember that pain all the time. And I will never ever live paycheck to paycheck ever again. Ever. You know, I remember that pain of being like depressed and not having money. You know what I mean? Like feeling like shit, feeling like a piece of shit because I can't pay my bills. You know, and when your parents, you know, if you have someone coming in and save you all the time, like, oh, here, I pay for it for you. It's like you never get to experience that true pain and you never get your act together. So sometimes you got to experience pain, man, hardships. Tough love is the best love because if something hurts enough, like you'll fix it, right? I'm on Twitter, YouTube, fuck Facebook, and anything like it. Exactly. I mean, I'm on Instagram, but I don't really scroll through Instagram like that. I don't even have my notifications on for Instagram. Not even for Snapchat or anything like that. I check it when I want to check it, which is never. You see the videos of the devs of Facebook talking about techniques. Exactly. Keep you addicted. Yeah, yeah. It's all gamified. So are dating apps. It's all gamified. You ever thought about publishing a dating book? I honestly would buy that book. Maybe in the future, yeah, absolutely. But I want to build a bigger community first here on YouTube. But absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna put out more like standalone videos instead of just live streams because people like the videos. Like that had a good response. You guys liked it. I think the friend zone one, or I think the she's not that into you got a good amount of good amount of views. I think got like 72 views. Yeah, that's good. So that's good for this channel, you know. So 100%. My next video is going to be on the perfect first date. So that'll be a good helpful video for you guys because there's a lot of different philosophies of dating. Like for one train of thought, like alpha male strategies only likes to go out for a quick meet for like it seems like he said he did multiple dates in a night, which I'm just like, well, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But he would do multiple dates in a night because he knows that women won't sleep with you on the first date. But you listen to someone like Corey Wayne who says you can have an awesome first date having a drink and then have multiple dates in one night if the conversation flows, and then ultimately get them back to your house. You know what I mean? So it happens. What's up, Bree? I hope you're absolutely shit canned right now. I have that pain in my life. Even now, I owe $1,500 electricity and $1,000 on rent, but I don't know how to give up. I started being a fighter at age of 10, and I won't stop until my last breath. Yeah, you got to keep fighting, man. But you got to get to a point where you can pay that 1,500 on electricity. God damn, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking blowing all the ACs in the house, bro? Or is it just like a cumulative? Yeah. When I lost everything a few years ago, I could have gone to Tampa, stayed with my mom, but I chose to go to Cali instead, where I had a couple of friends to help me keep on the grind. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get help occasionally. Some people give you help. Like, I don't, I've never been helped except for one time financially. And it was by a person who I rented a room out of their place one time. Um, this older lady, she's like a hippie, right? No, there's no sexual relation or anything like that. But I remember I rented a room out of her place because I've been on my own since, you know, 18. Living on my own, trying to find my own apartment, working 40 hours a week, the military, putting myself through school, and made a lot of mistakes along the way and having fun too. But she like lived the most modest lifestyle, but she was super wealthy. And I remember when I bought my Subaru, I brought a brand new Subaru. She's like, "Do you want me to just pay it for you, and you could just pay me, so you don't have to pay any of the interest?" Like she would do that for me because I was a good guy, I was a good tenant. And later on in life, when I fell flat on my face, I reached out to her because she was the only person I had, um, and she loaned me a good amount of money, and it helped me get back on my feet, and I paid her back every single penny. But sometimes you need help. Sometimes you'll get that help, right? And it wasn't even to get back on my feet. It was just to catch up on things and make my credit perfect. So sometimes you need help, and I got some help. Some people have their parents there all the time, but you know, and I learned the importance of hustle. That hey, man, your income is more than just a 9 to 5. When I learned that my income was just more than a 9 to 5, and that I could literally go do other shit for money, which seems obvious, but it really isn't. I started doing that. I'm like, dude, if I can make fucking extra $200 a week, that's great. Extra $500 a week, holy fuck, that's game changing. You mining Bitcoin like crazy for hey, you mining Bitcoin? How drunk are you? Yeah, Bree, don't drink and drive now. If I was single, he was deaf cracking that shit. No, funny story though, Jayhawk. Hey, so check this out. Uh, check this out. Fucking so it was funny because she was like like I was the youngest person that she had a big ass house, right? And me and another chick lived there, and this chick was like old. She was like an older Asian lady, and she was not attractive at all. Not very attractive to me. Like she was like 50 or something like that. And dude, she would have young guys up and in and out of that bitch. I'd be like, what the fuck? I remember one time I walked in the living room to get some food, and another guy was walking out of her like her room, and I was like, sup, dude? Like we were like the same age. I'm like, damn, fool. These motherfuckers desperate, bro. But she was a nice lady, the one who gave me the money, and she's just really well. She's like some super hippie chick. I can't explain it. She's like older hippie, live way, well below her means, but she just had so much money and so much property. And she was so generous, and she let everybody borrow money. And I'm bet you I'm the only one who paid her back. I probably did J.R. Wilson. Yeah, it was funny, dude. She was having get not her, the other girl that lived there with me, the other roommate, not the main one who let me borrow money, the other woman who lived there. She was having young guys up and up. I'm like, oh my god, don't drink in ruckus. Don't do that. It's so obvious. 90% of people out here sitting on their couch crying about not having enough money while their car is parked outside doing nothing. You got to go get it, man. There's too many ways to make extra money. Literally, you could download a fucking app on your phone and go deliver food right now. It takes a while sometimes for some paperwork to go through, right? Like a day or two, but you can get after it, you know? Well, she wasn't paying him anything. It wasn't like a sugar mama. He was just fucking her because he couldn't get no ass. Or he was just really, really horny. But he would come over all the time. I was like, God damn, dude, I don't know. That's like not I couldn't even get it up. People are under the impression that making deliveries doesn't pay well they are fucking out of their mind. You can make literally $100,000 a year delivering food if you grind. I mean, there's wear and tear on your vehicle, so you have to understand that you have to pay for those things, but that's a write-off. Like literally, if you do that, you can make 100K a year delivering food. If you deliver during the busy hours every day, you don't even have to work every day. You don't. You can make at least 60K a year. I'm telling you, it's insane. Instacart, Uber, exactly. It's absolutely insane. Like you can make a grown ass salary. Like, and people think it's a joke. It's like it's not. It's frowned upon. We're still in this weird spot in our life, but the in our world, but the sentiment's starting to change. Like people literally, like shame you if you don't have a degree or anything like that. But we're starting to realize that the fuck you need a degree for. Rodney, imagine you can bust as many as you want. Imagine if she clocked out while you smashing her. You say you got killer D. Let's just say J Way, that's not a problem for me, buddy. I'm telling you guys, got to practice the things that I tell you. Be fucking like an absolute champ. Imagine you could bust as much as you want. Imagine if she clocked out while you smashing. You can you can say you got that killer D. Dude, I literally just made two. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's how much people make in a day. Some people don't even say if you're making $13 an hour, you work, an 8 hour day. That's like you just made that. You know what I mean? In 2 hours. This is good. Don't talk to me. You know, imagine doing that. One day every day out of the month. That's what 3K right there. Right? That's crazy. It's crazy. I do shipped all the time, dude. I tip the fuck out of my drivers because I know I used to do that stuff. So I literally tip the fuck out of them, mostly with cash too, because they don't have to report it. You know, you're right. I used to make $200 on a Sunday doing Instagram. I'm telling you, bro. But the same problem here. I don't drive. You made extra money having a YouTube channel. Yes, you have to work for free until you can monetize it. There's an option for extra money. It doesn't be full time like you. Yeah. Oh, Bree. Yeah, yeah, Bree. I wish I had a car so I can do delivery. Can deliver. Well, Bree, once you start, you could save up your money for like a little whatever, something like something. You could finance something for like 5K or something like that, like a Honda Fit or something like that, like a good reliable car with good gas mileage, and you could just get after it. And then your ASMR channel, just keep trying to just keep pushing out content. Exactly, dude. 30. Oh my God, that's a good ass salary, right? DJ metrics. Do you like $1 per mile? Yeah, I had over 5,000 deliveries on all my apps. So I mean, that's not a ton compared to somebody, but buy a Dave Ramsey car. Yeah, a little $1,000 car. But those cars you can't really beat the brakes off of like that. You got to find something at least decent. My watch hours need to reach 4K way before I get to 1K. Really? Damn, that's good though. Watch hours is a hard thing. Subscribers is easy. Watch hours are the hard thing. You know what you need to do? You need to do the sub for sub thing. It's not good because they watch hours is usually the problem. But the cool thing about ASMR is that people usually watch the entire video and they're long videos. You know, 2 a day, so I can start making deliveries. I was making around $200 a day for Postmates. Eventually, it started shipped and bought a car. Nice. That paid for your WRX. Nice. I used to have a WRX, man. I like those. I never had the STI though. I will never work for someone again, guys. I mean, if YouTube is another guy, but I'm gonna hustle my ass off. I'll never, ever, ever work for somebody. You know what gave me a taste of like entrepreneurship was just delivering food. I was like, dude, I don't gotta fucking talk to anybody. I don't gotta answer to nobody. I could just work whenever I fucking want. If I don't want to work today, I don't have to. I can just do what I want. Although you notice that as an entrepreneur, it's like you better fucking work some of the time. Like I get super like if I don't put content out at all on my channel, like I haven't missed a day ever yet, right? But if I don't put like more than one video out, I feel guilty. Like if I'm just trying to relax on my couch and like watch a show or something, I feel so fucking guilty. You guys would unbelievably guilty, guys. It's insane. That's why I put out a ton of content today. So I'll feel comfortable after this, just kind of chilling out for the rest of my night and maybe watching a movie or um, playing some Zelda, which I can't play. Dude, I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't play video games anymore. I can't. I try. I cannot play video games anymore. I cannot. I can't do. I don't know why. I deliver again, but I stopped because I had this because the cooks here are defective sperm cells. Almost every order is wrong, and I get 1 star rating. Damn, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, usually the apps are a little more lenient now to that, unless the customer service is bad and you're not getting there in a timely manner, because they can see all the steps along the way. Right. It's gonna be perfect. I'm working 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. 5 days a week, so I can still work out, watch Coffee and Crypto, and do my videos in the AM. Let's go, Bree. Get it, Bree. That's awesome. And you're gonna be active too in the warehouse, right? Fucking fantastic. Yeah, Bree. I'm thinking about playing Resident Evil again on my Oculus, but um I'm kind of I don't know. I don't like to put like all that shit on me and like be not aware of my surroundings and shit. I just can't do it. I just can't do it anymore, right? Yeah, Instacart and Shipt is not bad, especially if you're a quick shopper and you know the stores, right? We're gonna make a great stepmom. You're fucking crazy, J-Way. But I could barely watch a movie these days. I want to watch Stranger Things because I haven't watched it yet, but kind of out of the loop on that. I feel like everybody's like in the loop, and I'm just not in the loop on that. Um, Sits down with people lurking, running out to watch his back. I piss a lot of people off. There's a lot of people that do not like me, so I don't think I'm that important, but I get tons of free cinnamon bread and other fun breads. Best bet I'll be eating it on the channel. Fuck yeah. Be careful though. You don't want to eat too much of that stuff. It's not good for you. I was just told to watch 3 and 4 Stranger Things, and you're good. I watched the first whole season way back in the day, like 2017 or when it first came out, something like that. Watch The Man from Toronto. It's the new one with Kevin Hart. Is it funny? What's a good movie I can get on YouTube? What do you guys recommend? Like a good movie? I just saw The Shawshank Redemption the other night. I tried to watch The Usual Suspects, but that was kind of boring. I stopped. I watched Gladiator, Shawshank Redemption, or The Shawshank Redemption. I tried to watch Usual Suspects. That shit was whack. But I'm looking for another, like maybe oldie but goodie. Your roommate is excited as fuck. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's Jayhawk, motherfucker. Put whatever you drinking down. After this, I'm gonna make some good ass food. I'm gonna make 1 egg with 200 grams of egg whites, mushrooms, spinach, asparagus. That shit about the bob. Inception. I've seen Inception and I've seen The Departed. I've seen both of those. The Departed is so good. Inception is really good too. How not like the 80s. I like 90s. Dude, Jackie Brown's a good movie. What you talking about? I just started Stranger Things. Might watch some tonight when drinking. We are watching Bad Teacher first, though. One of my faves. Bad Teacher. Which one's that one? The Town, Four Brothers. Four Brothers. Okay, that sounds good. Rodney, any outdoor activities, hobbies? Uh, my hobbies are like working out. I like I don't do any activities right now, really. I mean, I walk a lot around my city. I try to do a lot of like fun things. I like going out to new food places. I really try to do that like once or twice a week, by myself or with a friend. Usually with a friend. I like to try new places to eat, like whatever, bougie, not bougie. I don't give a fuck. I want to eat. I spend my money on going out and eating in new places. I really like doing that. Back in the day, did a lot of mixed martial arts, but right now I'm just grinding, man. I'm in grind mode. I'm gonna try to make it a point to travel for more festivals. So I got two. He doesn't walk. Yeah, I do walk. It's my only source of cardio. I can't do shit else. Chadwick Boseman. Was that Black Panther? I just don't I get my groceries sometimes. I just too lazy. So I want to go get them. Why? I just don't want to go to Vaughn sometimes and deal with people. It's hilarious. It has Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel. I love Cameron Diaz though. She's a babe. Dude, rest in peace, right? Didn't he die? He passed away, right? Rest in peace. That guy was a good dude. You better check out Sullivan King at Hard Summer. Fuck yeah, I'll check him out. Oh, you told me about him, right? Guitar guy? It's the James Brown movie. Oh, stop lying. I'm here every stream. I buy so many groceries. I don't go grocery shopping once a week. I go like 3 times a week. One out of the 3 times, you know, fishing. I used to fish a lot back in the day. Not so much anymore. I think the last time I actually went fishing was like really legit, like 2010. Oh, I did not break. Go watch Baby Boy. Dude, I've seen Baby Boy a million times. Come on now. Check your Twitter DM. Four Brothers. Let's see. How old is this movie? 2005. Four adopted brothers who come together to bury the woman who raised them. At the funeral, the brothers discover their mother was murdered. They seek revenge. Have I seen this? I haven't seen that. That looks good though. All right, I'm gonna watch that. Fishing? Nice. Fishing seems peaceful, right? I went to Cuyamaca Lake, if anybody's familiar with that here in California, east of San Diego. Going in 2 weeks for tuna, your backyard. Hey, where? Fishing off the jetties 4 times in the last 2 weeks. Okay. Thank you, JR. We're about to take off here soon too, guys. I'm getting extremely hungry and I just want to chill tonight. I might put out I don't know. I get this tweaker ass vibe sometimes. Like I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put out that Terra Luna video like at 11 p.m. last night. I fished once when I was 10ish. I cried because I couldn't get the fish off the hook and I didn't want to kill it. I haven't fished since. Oh, Coronado Island. I think I'll probably be in that area very soon. Maine, duh. Coronado Island. Coronado's fun, man. Where? Oh, you could fish like in a little bay area, right? There's like a little bay area, not the actual ocean. Ice fishing. That's interesting. You know what I've been into like lately? Like watching those like survival videos. Like I'm camping out in the wilderness by myself for 2 weeks. I'm gonna take my camera with me, and you can watch me. You can watch me survive out here for 2 weeks. You know, that's what I've been into lately. I want oysters. I'm having oysters tomorrow. I'm having fucking 15 oysters. You don't give a foot. Tomorrow's like my cheat day. I love that Netflix series called Meat Eater. Maybe I should watch an anime. I'm not into anime though anymore. I'll take if you want on a boat. What shit? What really, Psycho? Yeah, hit me up. Maybe I might be down for that. When next month? I'm gonna be gone a couple weekends. Naruto, dude, I fuck with you. Don't what you know about Naruto, Jayhawk? You don't know shit about Naruto, bro. Tons of people ice fishing in Michigan. I've always lived. Oh yeah. I forgot you're up there where you can actually ice fish. Over here, I was like, where the fuck do you ice fish at? There ain't no ice over here. Sack, if you show your fishing on Twitter or follow me if you do. Yeah, do you do that, Sacco? Or are you guys on Instagram? If you guys are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. That'd be a good time. Well, mid July. I'm gonna be gone mid July. You talking about like the 14th or like the 13th or like the 18th? I'm gonna be gone. Mid July fishing for diving for tuna. Dude, that sounds like fun, Sacco. July and April. Bro, I got red clouds everywhere. I even had an Itachi birthday cake. See, that's where you're wrong because Pain is the best Akatsuki member. So that's where you're wrong. Oh my God, Roddy, remember the Titans or Coach Carter? I've seen both of them. Well, I've seen Remember the Titans, yes. I'm watching one of these tonight. I haven't seen Coach Carter. Oh my God, dude, you gotta record that shit. Come on now. Itachi's cool, man, but he's not Pain, bro. Do you remember when Jiraiya died? Dude, that was the fucking saddest thing ever, dude. You ever seen the RDC World video of that? Hood Classic? You don't watch Hood Classics? Uh, bro, I watch Hood Classics. Dude, when Jiraiya dies, bro, fuck. I know, dude. That's so bad. Like, you don't think he's gonna die. You're like, remember when we thought he beat Pain? Like, oh, dude, he fucked him up. God, nigga, there's four more of us. They just murked his ass, bro. You know what the fucking toughest part of Shippuden got a little weird, right? The toughest part was when Naruto pops back into the village after like Pain, like, fucks it up. And then Lady Tsunade with her big ass titties, gets set down on the ground. Remember? And then one of the Pain starts rushing her, and Naruto just crushes it and kills one of them with one fucking Rasengan, just fucking in the back. When he met his mom in his dreams, I know, bro. I know, bro. Chill. Eli in April is one of my best animes. If you hit the feels though, I watched the ending of the treadmill of the gym and saw like a baby. Everyone was concerned. I've never seen that. Your Lie in April. I've never seen that one. I was a big Naruto guy. Big Naruto guy. I remember I wore a fucking headband to the 2006 Comic Con convention. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. I don't really watch any of that stuff anymore, though. I mean, sometimes I'll like go on YouTube, like I'll go down a rabbit hole and watch like some of the old epic fights, but that's it. You know, that's it. It's funny, Jayhawk. I'm actually Bleach. I like Bleach. Yeah, fuck yeah, I like Bleach. Don't watch Fire Force. No, none of that. You like RDC World, Jayhawk? Bleach, My Hero Academia. See, I don't. Yeah, see, I don't. I've seen Bleach because it's kind of old school, but any of the newer ones I haven't seen, man. It's my only one or two seasons. It's based around classic music, band geek. Okay, okay. I used to be really into Zoids. Really Zoids. Have you guys ever heard of Zoids with Big Cloud, Liger Zero? I used to be way into that shit. Gundam was cool. Of course, Dragon Ball Z. Big fan. Yu Yu Hakusho, if you remember that one. Tenchi Muyo was good too. All that stuff. Hells yeah, that's my boys. Hey Rodney, I got a question about crypto. I really want to get the SafePal S1 wallet. What do you think about that? Is that the cold wallet or just the online one? I don't have SafePal, but if you want to get the actual wallet, like an app on your phone, I would get it. The cold wallet's fine. I mean, I think it's just as good as a Ledger Nano. So Inuyasha, yes, Inuyasha. Trigun, a little bit. My buddy watched a lot of Trigun. Um, oh yeah, cold would be good. I have the Ledger Nano X. It's 150 bucks. It's not bad. It's like small, convenient. I don't know how the SafePal looks, but I'm sure it's the same thing. I'm sure it's the same thing. Ah, I see. Last year in Mexico. Hey, okay, Psycho. Nice, nice. You kick them boys or what? Yeah, you lame. You only see Naruto. No, I've seen Inuyasha. I've seen Trigun. I didn't watch Trigun. Cowboy Bebop, Zoids, um, Gundam, mostly G Gundam. I was really into G Gundam. Yeah, but I do like Naruto a lot. Catch Me If You Can. I heard that's a good movie too. Safe looks like an extra chunky credit card. Okay, okay. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I like this little fucking like flash drive looking thing. My baby. Death Note. Death Note was pretty good too. I watched some of it. Yeah, I just got out of it. It's, yeah, I would say like between like 2000 and like 2010 is where I watched anime the most, and then just steep decline. But mostly 2000 to 2005, I'd say that was like perfect golden. But then I watched a lot of Naruto in high school because Naruto was just fucking good. Everybody watched Naruto. That shit was just good as fuck. It's such a good story, dude. Like, Naruto has a little bit for everybody. They just do. It's just such a good story. And like it's crazy how good Shippuden was because Naruto was good by itself, but once Shippuden came, like Shippuden was so fucking good from the beginning. It's like, damn, it just took on a whole nother level. So you like the look of it, So like to me, like fucking uh, like Naruto is one of my favorite characters. I thought Naruto was badass, but no one like I was like, why doesn't anybody like fucking Naruto? Yeah, I'm actually getting my two tattoos is gonna be the ceiling. When Naruto gets sealed in his belly, I'm gonna put it on my side right here, and then I'm getting the curse on my shoulder, the curse mark. Those are gonna be my first two tattoos. I've decided. So we'll see if anybody will get the reference, but now I know you guys will. So I'm waiting for it because it takes a long time to heal, and I'm not ready to take that much long off the gym. I can't like work out for like a week or some shit like that. And like I can't be around people or rub it against people and stuff like that. I could be around people, but I can't like rub it against people and stuff. Yes, Bree. I was gonna get him on the first, but I decided to wait because you know he's still gonna be lame. Well, they're lame tattoos if you think about it, right? They're Naruto tattoos. All right. And then I want a sleeve too, like a little forearm sleeve. I don't want a full sleeve, just a little forearm sleeve. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm ready just to chill out tonight. But thank you guys for hanging out. It's funny this stream it's kind of went off the rails the last bit of it, but you know, I appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you so much. I'll be here obviously tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. PST for Coffee and Crypto. Content will be not as crazy tomorrow. There won't be anything tomorrow night. I'm gonna put out a video on this channel for sure. I don't know if it's gonna be a stream or an actual video. It's probably just gonna be a video, which takes long. Well, doesn't really take longer than the streams. But so see you in the morning. All right, guys. Bye bye. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Bye bye now. You guys are actually the best. Just saying. Bye bye now.